Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Life Issue. My name is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel this evening, where I talk about trending news and what people are discussing on their social handles. All right, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please help us hit the red button so that you can be able to get notification once we upload any trending news or any discussion we want you to talk about. And you can help us share and drop your own comment. All right, so this evening I want to talk about this man's story. I don't know if you guys actually have seen this. When I saw the video, for me personally, I could not believe it. I will play the video for you,
My
but I just want to talk about it. I have the video to play for you, but I just want to talk about it before I start playing the video. I mean, for every married person, you want to have a child, you want to get to that hospital and you want your child to be given to you. You want to actually nurture your own child, and see your child grow up. Now, this story is a very sad one because this man's child happens to be SS. Now, this man is married to a woman that is AA. Now, this is something that medically people are talking about because from what I have read so far, it is impossible, very impossible, yeah, for someone that is SC and married to an AA woman to give birth to an SS child. That's what medical people are saying. And that's what people are discussing. Now, this story got me thinking, what if this woman was not AA? What if she was maybe AS? I don't want to be the one to tell you guys the story because this story, when you actually listen to this man talk, when he explains to you what happens, then you understand what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight and play the video for
question
you so that you can actually listen to him and hear what he had to say, because this is like it's a story that it actually touches my heart. So listen to this man. Just listen to what he had to say.
to talk at birth.
Hold on.
The double S coming from. I agree
I
up to like a month.
I want to see where it started.
And please, I'm jobless. I have nothing.
Okay, so this is the man's story.
In
Sorry, guys.
2020,
Okay.
my name is Adedije Moses Toby. I graduated from Lautech. Please, I have issue with my daughter. I gave birth to my daughter in 2018, November 15, 2018, in Lautech Teaching Hospital. But when we gave birth to her, she had jaundice. So, and then she was unable to talk at birth. But later on, we shall use up to like a month in the hospital. After being discharged, in 2021, I did a genotype result. I noticed she's SS, but it's not supposed to be because I am SC and my wife is AA. And we've done my wife's genotype so many times. So when I noticed this, I did it again in another hospital, still the same thing. So I went to Sickle Cell Foundation in Lagos because of this matter. And they did my genotype and my daughter's genotype, still the same thing, SS and SC.
Wow. So now what this guy is saying is that he is SC and the wife is AA. So now if you're a medical person, you know that if your wife is AA, there is no likelihood that you get SS. It's not possible. So the question is, how come his child is SS? That is the question. Just keep listening to him.
The second C. So the question is, where is the double S coming from? I agree the S is from me. The second S, where is it coming from? So I came back to Ogbomoso again. I've done it in different places so many times. So many times and different places. Now, I went back to the hospital, Laughter Teaching Hospital, where she was given birth to. I lodged a complaint and we were told to bring my daughter and my wife to the hospital. So I took them to the hospital for the test again. Still, yes, I collected the result. I got the result, and then the result is still the same thing. AASS. They were speechless. They were unable to say anything. They just said they will get back to me, and they left. And they've been unable. Nothing has been happening. Please, I need help. I used all my life in pains. I don't want my daughter to face the same thing I'm facing. I used to work in Lagos before, but I lost my job due to my illness. I've lost several jobs due to my illness, so I can't work in any private sector.
Wow. Just let's keep listening to him.
Because they don't understand me. And please, I'm jobless. I have nothing. I'm the only child left for my parents out of 4 children they gave birth to, and they are old. They have retired. My father is a farmer. Please, I really need help. I can't do this on my own. I'm tired. My daughter has been admitted 2 times this year. Talk less of small crises she has had. I've spent a lot begging people for help. Please, this is driving me crazy. I almost commit suicide this year. In fact, I made an attempt to commit suicide. I made an attempt to commit suicide this year, but it failed. I was rescued by the hospital. I really took poison. I'm tired of everything. Please, I need help. Please save me. I don't want my daughter to face the same thing. I'm ready to face anything. I'm ready to answer anybody. I'm ready to.
Wow. Okay, that's the story. I mean, to be frank with you, when I heard the story, I was actually very moved by this man's story because it is not biologically or medically explainable why his child, his daughter, is SS. I've read a lot of, I don't want to bring people's comments. I've read a lot of comments from doctors, from medical personnel who've tried to analyze this topic, and all of them are saying that it's not medically okay because you have to take one from your parents, from your dad, and it's not possible for the child to be. I don't know if you're a doctor. Please drop your comment on, drop what do you know about this. How is this thing possible? Now, what Nigerians are saying is maybe this might be as a result of a baby swap when she was born. Now, I actually think that way too, because this is not, if something is not explainable, there must be a reason behind it. And, I tried to Google, and you know what? When I did my little research, guys, baby swapping is actually rampant. It's not just only happening it cannot just happen, it's happening around the world, but this is not discussed enough. There's been a lot of baby swap around the world. So it's not a Nigerian factor. This is something that is not being discussed, but is happening. So my question is it possible that this child was swapped, that this is not the child? And you know what's baffled me is the fact that DNA tests has not yet been conducted. And I'm asking, why haven't you? Maybe because he said he's poor, he doesn't have money. Because if I'm him, the first thing I'll do is to conduct a DNA test. If you're saying that this child is not your child, then conduct a DNA test. Because if we cannot explain this thing medically, so maybe we should just kukuma conduct a DNA test and find out whose child this is. And imagine if this woman had not been, I'm just saying Nigerian factor. If this woman had not been AA. You know what they're going to be saying? They'll be saying that this woman must have gone to do away. Oh. And this is, this is what we need to be talking about. Imagine if this this woman was AS. There is nothing that you will say. There is nothing that you will say that this man and Nigerian courts, Nigerian social media courts, will not be saying that this woman must have gone to do away match. And sometimes when we hear all of these DNA tests, not the man not being the father, sometimes I keep saying it. What if something happened in the hospital? If you ask a woman the process of childbirth, yeah, especially when the woman is left on her own, when you are left on your own, your husband is not there, your family is not there to take care of you, it is hard for you to monitor if the child is actually your child. To be frank with you, all you know is that they told you, the nurses told you, you are not there, you are weak. Sometimes you are under anesthetic, is it anesthetic? So you are not even aware, you are unconscious. And then someone wakes you up and tells you that, oh, you have a bouncing baby boy. You are not even sure what you have given, unless maybe you had gone through what's it called, ultrasound, and you have actually gone through scan, and you know the sex of your child. If not, is what they tell you when you wake up. Whatever they tell you, that is what your child is. You don't know, because you are so weak to know. You don't know. And this is why sometimes when we advocate that the men should be in the room, or your family should be in the room when you're giving birth, this is the reason. Because sometimes you guys leave the woman there and they change her child. Oh, this story is still unfolding. We don't know how it's going to end. Nigerians are clamoring for the man to take the hospital to court, because everybody is saying this is not the man's child, because it's not possible. Anything that cannot be explained by medical science, I don't know what else can explain it. Is not medically possible. Most doctors have come on, they've said this, everybody's saying the same thing, that this is not medically explainable. So I don't know what you think about this story, but my take after watching this and listening to this man and reading all the comments that have been made is this: before you start disowning your child, or before you start saying that, okay, your wife, maybe she must have gone away, I beg, research very well, because some of these women might actually be innocent and the child was swapped. I'm telling you, this story, I'm still going to be following. I want to know what actually happened. I'm going to be following this story. But after my research, after what I saw online of many babies actually being swapped after childbirth without the family being aware, and maybe later the nurses confesses or something happens and the hospital, there is actually someone who snitches on them. That's the only way the parents know. So I'm just saying, hey, please, as your wife is about to give birth, make sure that you have families around. Do not let her be on that table on her own. And even me, when I gave back to my son, the first thing I did was I looked for back mark. That was the first thing I did, though. Ah, as he's finished, I just look for back mark. That was what I just know that he has this mark in his body. So nobody, no woman can swap, because I can remember where the back mark was. His back mark was. It is not possible. So things are happening, in our before in our country. I'm going to still, follow this story just to see how it ends, what actually happened, because it's really intriguing. It's something that, it's going to teach a lot of people a lesson. And I hope that this man gets people, advocates, people that can actually help him fight this system, and for him to be able to, know the truth, have a closure, because it's not okay that this could happen to him. If this is not really his child, the hospital needs to be brought to book. They need to actually face the law. And if medical personnel are saying that it is not medically explainable that a CMSC and AA will give birth to a child who is SS, then we need to now ask the hospital what really happened. What happened? I hope they will explain. I hope someone investigate this. I hope someone is brought to book. But this story is actually out there and people are talking about it. And to be frank with you, this is a mystery that needs to be solved, because if it is solved, then there have been a lot of women who've been accused of, sleeping with another man and giving their husband a child that is not theirs. And you women are saying, no, it's not true. I was faithful. We've seen a lot of story last year. And, the court of public opinion just crucified them because it's not explainable. And one thing about Nigeria, if something is not explainable, they will just, they'll just hang the rope. They don't care. That's how they are. But this story is actually an eye opener that actually something might go wrong while after you have given birth to your child. All right, guys, as this story unfolds, I'll keep you guys posted. I just want to bring you guys this story and for me to hear your opinion. If you're a medical doctor, please, 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 I will appreciate if you can drop your comments, please, because maybe there are things that we don't know. Is it possible for an SC and AA to give birth to a child who is SS? Is it medical possible? My little knowledge, I would say, is not possible. But I'm not a medical doctor. Hopefully, someone will answer us, and hopefully, help will come the way of this man and his wife, and they will have an NGO that will help them fight the system, go back to the hospital where the child was delivered, and ask the candid question, what actually happened after birth? That's what I believe. I just believe they need to go back and ask that question. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I beg, try and support me, okay? Until I see you and I come your way again another time with another trending topic. Stay safe. God bless you. Bye-bye.